One of the most common things I hear from friends and neighbors after 60 is this: my knees just don't feel the same. Maybe you've noticed it too. The creak when you get up from the chair. The stiffness when you take that first step in the morning. Or that little ache in your legs after a short walk. It's part of aging, sure, but it doesn't mean you're powerless against it. There's a quiet secret that's been sitting in our kitchens all along. Something that can make a real difference in how strong and steady our legs feel. That secret is collagen. Think of collagen as the glue that holds your body together. It cushions your joints, supports your bones, and gives your skin that healthy, elastic feel. But here's the catch. After 50, our bodies simply don't make as much of it. That's why joints can start to complain and legs lose a bit of their spring. The good news? You don't need a pharmacy shelf full of pills to help your body along. Collagen can be found in simple, everyday foods. And when you add these to your meals, you're not just eating. You're nourishing the very foundation of your body, especially the parts that carry you through life, your joints and your legs. In this video, we're going to look at 3 delicious and practical foods that can give your body the boost it needs. They're easy to find, comforting to eat, and perfect for anyone who wants to stay active, steady, and vibrant after 60. If you enjoy what you hear today, go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe to Vibrant Elders, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what's been working for you. Now let's start with the first food, one that brings warmth and strength in every sip: bone broth. When you think about the foods that comfort us most, bone broth probably doesn't sound glamorous, but it's been around for generations. Maybe you remember your mother or grandmother simmering a big pot of chicken bones on the stove, filling the whole house with that savory aroma. Back then, it wasn't called a superfood. It was just good old-fashioned cooking. Yet today, we know something they didn't put into words. Bone broth is loaded with natural collagen, and that makes it one of the best things you can sip for joint and leg health. Imagine your joints like the hinges on a door. Over the years, those hinges can squeak, grind, or get rusty. Bone broth is like the oil that helps those hinges glide again. It's rich in gelatin, which is basically cooked collagen, and that gelatin is packed with amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, that your body uses to build and repair cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. For seniors, that means less stiffness, better mobility, and fewer of those aches that keep you from enjoying a simple walk in the park or playing with your grandkids. One of the best parts of bone broth is how easy it is to enjoy. You don't need a fancy supplement or an expensive health drink. A cup of warm broth in the morning can be soothing and nourishing at the same time. It's like wrapping your joints in a warm blanket. Some folks I know even replace their morning coffee with bone broth a few days a week. They say it leaves them feeling steady and energized without the jitter. Beyond collagen, bone broth is also a natural source of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. These minerals are essential for strong bones, and after 60, keeping bones dense and resilient becomes more important than ever. Osteoporosis, the weakening of bones, is a real concern for many seniors, especially women after menopause. Sipping bone broth regularly is like sending reinforcement straight to your bones and joints, giving them the materials they need to stay solid. Now, if you've never made it at home, don't worry. Bone broth isn't complicated. All you need are some leftover bones, chicken, beef, or turkey, and a pot of water. Add some vegetables like carrots, celery, and onions for flavor. Toss in a little vinegar to help draw the collagen out of the bones, and let it simmer for several hours. The longer it cooks, the richer the broth becomes. By the end, you've got a golden liquid that's not just delicious, but also healing. And the beauty of it? You can sip it on its own or use it as a base for soups, stews, and sauces. For those who don't feel up to cooking, bone broth is now widely available in grocery stores across America. You'll find cartons of it sitting right next to chicken stock. Just make sure to choose a brand that's low in sodium and free from unnecessary additives. Seniors who prefer convenience can also look for bone broth powders that mix easily with hot water. Either way, you're still giving your body that collagen boost. I once spoke with a neighbor who was struggling with arthritis in her knees. She started drinking a cup of homemade chicken bone broth every evening with her dinner. After a few months, she told me she wasn't cured, but she noticed she could climb stairs with less pain, and mornings weren't as stiff as they used to be. That's the beauty of bone broth. It doesn't work like a magic pill, but over time, It nourishes your body in a way you can truly feel. Think of it this way. Every sip you take is like investing in the strength and flexibility of your legs. And unlike some health fads that come and go, bone broth is timeless. It's what our ancestors used, and it's just as powerful for us today. So if your joints are creaking, if your legs feel heavy, or if you're simply looking for a natural way to stay strong after 60, consider bringing bone broth into your routine. Even 1 or 2 cups a week can make a difference. And the best part? It's affordable, it's nourishing, and it feels like comfort in a mug. Now that we've covered this warming and traditional option, let's move on to another food that offers double benefits. Not just collagen for your joints, but powerful support for your heart and brain too. Fatty fish with skin. When it comes to keeping your joints moving smoothly and your legs strong, fatty fish with the skin left on is one of the most powerful foods you can add to your plate. Think about salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These aren't just tasty. They're nutrient-packed little miracles that combine collagen, protein, and omega-3s in every bite. Most of us are used to eating fish fillets with the skin trimmed off, but here's the secret. The skin is where a lot of the collagen lives. Collagen type I, the most abundant type in the human body, is concentrated in the skin of fish. That means when you keep the skin on, you're giving your joints a direct dose of what they need to stay cushioned and flexible. And if you've ever enjoyed sardines or small canned fish, you've already been getting collagen from the edible skin and even the soft bones. Those little bones may not seem like much, but they're packed with calcium and other minerals that strengthen your legs from the inside out. But collagen isn't the only reason fatty fish deserves a place on the table. These fish are also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are famous for fighting inflammation. If you've ever noticed swelling or stiffness in your knees or ankles, chances are inflammation is part of the problem. Omega-3s act like a fire extinguisher for that hidden inflammation, cooling it down so your joints can move more freely. For seniors, that means less pain during daily activities and a greater chance of keeping independence longer. And here's another bonus. Omega-3s also protect your heart and brain. After 60, we know that brain health is just as important as strong legs. Seniors who eat fatty fish regularly have been shown in many studies to have sharper memories, lower risk of dementia, and better heart function. So, while you're strengthening your joints with collagen, you're also supporting the organs that keep you vibrant and engaged in life. It's what I like to call a double benefit: healthy joints and a healthy mind. Now, some people might wonder, how do I fit fatty fish into my meals if I don't cook with it often? The truth is, it's easier than you think. For salmon, try grilling or baking it with the skin side down. A little olive oil, lemon, and herbs turn it into a simple but nourishing dinner. Leave the skin on when you cook, and it will crisp up nicely, adding flavor as well as collagen. If fresh fish feels expensive or hard to find, canned salmon or sardines are excellent options. They're affordable, they last in the pantry, and they pack the same powerful nutrients. Plus, they're quick, perfect for tossing on a salad, spreading on whole grain crackers, or mixing into pasta. I remember speaking with a gentleman in his 70s who struggled with leg pain whenever he went for his morning walks. His doctor suggested adding more fish to his diet, so he started eating sardines on toast a few times a week. Within a couple of months, he said not only did his legs feel lighter, but he also noticed his energy and mood had improved. Sometimes, the simplest changes can have the biggest impact. For those concerned about preparation, you don't need to become a gourmet chef. Even simple dishes, like a salmon fillet baked in foil with garlic and herbs, or a can of sardines mashed into avocado on toast, can give your body exactly what it needs. It's all about consistency. A serving of fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week can deliver a steady stream of collagen and omega-3s that keep your joints moving and your legs feeling steady. And here's something that might surprise you. People in cultures with high fish consumption, like Japan and parts of the Mediterranean, often stay mobile and independent well into their 80s and 90s. Diet plays a huge role, and fish is a cornerstone of those healthy, long-lived lifestyles. For seniors in America, embracing this habit could mean more years spent walking comfortably, gardening, or chasing after grandchildren without the fear of falling or pain holding you back. So the next time you plan dinner, think about how much your legs will thank you for choosing fish with the skin. It's not just about flavor. It's about fueling your body with the building blocks it needs to stay strong. Collagen from the skin, protein for your muscles, and omega-3s for your joints, heart, and brain. It's a package deal your body will notice. And now that we've explored the power of fatty fish, let's turn to another food that's equally comforting and collagen-rich, one that many of us have enjoyed our entire lives: chicken with skin. For many of us, chicken has been a staple on the dinner table for decades. Whether it's roasted on a Sunday afternoon, simmered in a pot of soup when someone's feeling under the weather, or grilled on the backyard barbecue, chicken has always been comfort food. But what you might not know is that chicken, especially when you include the skin and the parts with connective tissue, can be a valuable source of collagen, the very protein that helps keep your joints, cartilage, and legs in good working order. Collagen type 2, which is especially abundant in chicken skin and cartilage, plays a vital role in cushioning your joints. As we age, the natural cushion between bones gets thinner, which can lead to stiffness or even arthritis. Adding chicken with skin into your meals provides those building blocks your body needs to repair and maintain healthy cartilage. It's almost like giving your knees, hips, and ankles a little extra padding, so every step feels steadier and less painful. Think about chicken soup for a moment. It's more than just a comfort when you're sick. For seniors, it can be what I like to call collagen therapy in a bowl. When chicken simmers with bones and skin, the collagen breaks down into a form your body can absorb more easily. Every spoonful is like delivering nourishment directly to your joints. That's why so many families have relied on chicken soup for generations. It warms the soul, yes, but it also supports the body in a very real way. Now, let's talk about preparation. Eating chicken with skin doesn't mean you have to indulge in fried chicken every night. While that might taste good, it's not the healthiest option for your heart. Instead, try slow cooking or simmering chicken with the skin on. A hearty chicken stew with vegetables like carrots, celery, and potatoes not only gives you collagen but also fiber, vitamins, and minerals your body needs after 60. Roasting chicken with the skin intact can also lock in flavor and moisture while providing that collagen-rich layer your body will thank you for. I know some folks shy away from chicken skin because they've been told it's unhealthy. And yes, chicken skin does contain fat, but much of it is the unsaturated kind, the type that can actually support heart health when eaten in moderation. The key is balance. By enjoying chicken with skin in soups, stews, or baked dishes, you can get the collagen benefits without overloading on calories or fried oils. There's also a practical side to chicken. Compared to beef or some types of fish, chicken is often more affordable and easier to find. For seniors living on a fixed income, that matters. With just one whole chicken, you can stretch it into multiple meals. Roast it one night, make sandwiches the next, and then use the leftover bones and skin for a nutrient-rich soup. It's cost-effective, familiar, and deeply nourishing. I remember chatting with a retired teacher in her late 60s who had trouble with her knees every winter. She told me that when the weather turned cold, she relied on chicken and vegetable soup, simmered with bones and skin, at least twice a week. She said it was her secret weapon, not just because it warmed her up, but because it kept her legs feeling stronger and less achy through the season. Sometimes, wisdom really is passed down in the kitchen. Another benefit of chicken with skin is that it provides protein, which is crucial for maintaining muscle mass as we age. Strong muscles support your joints, improve balance, and reduce the risk of falls, a big concern for seniors. So when you're enjoying that bowl of soup or that baked chicken thigh with the skin left on, remember that you're also giving your muscles the fuel they need to keep you steady on your feet. At the end of the day, chicken with skin is more than just food. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful medicine comes from simple, everyday meals. By preparing it in heart-healthy ways, like baking, roasting, or simmering, you can enjoy the taste, the comfort, and the collagen without guilt. So the next time you sit down to a family meal, don't peel away that golden layer of skin and toss it aside. Instead, see it for what it really is, a natural source of collagen, packed with the very nutrients your joints and legs are craving. With every bite, you're giving yourself the gift of strength, stability, and comfort that carries you through the years. And now that we've explored all three foods, bone broth, fatty fish, and chicken with skin, it's time to bring it all together and reflect on how these simple choices can change the way your body feels after 60. So now you've seen how three simple foods, bone broth, fatty fish with skin, and chicken with skin, can become quiet but powerful allies in your daily life. They don't require complicated recipes or expensive trips to the health store. They're comforting, familiar, and they carry with them the strength your body needs to stay steady and vibrant after 60. Think of them as little acts of care, each one adding support to your joints, resilience to your legs, and comfort to your everyday meals. What makes these foods special isn't just the collagen inside them. It's the way they remind us that health doesn't have to be overwhelming. A warm cup of bone broth can soothe not only your stomach, but also your knees. A salmon fillet, skin crisped in the oven, can nourish your joints while protecting your heart and brain. A bowl of chicken soup, rich and homemade, can feel like a hug from the inside out while giving your body the building blocks it craves. These aren't trends. They're timeless habits that have carried generations before us, and they can carry you, too. It's never too late to start making choices that strengthen your body. Even if your joints already creak or your legs already tire, you still have the power to give them what they need. And when you do, every step, every walk through the garden, every moment spent with family becomes easier, lighter, and more joyful. If you found this helpful, I'd love for you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Vibrant Elders, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, which of these foods will you try this week? Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step towards stronger, healthier years ahead. Remember, health after 60 isn't about chasing perfection. It's about simple choices, made with care, that help you live life with energy, comfort, and grace.